Good morning, everyone. Good to see you here on Do More Life. It's been a few days since I've been able to make a proper live stream, and I am really grateful to be able to do so. It was voted on by channel members that we discuss uh, the updates on Thailand reopening and the easing of restrictions in Thailand. How that's going, what phase we're in. Hello, Robert. Good to see you this morning, sir. Um, and we're going to talk about just the basics of what I see on the ground and what I can see in other places, and some news that I wasn't quite aware of. So we're going to be talking about all of that. Plus, I'm going to get to why you should become a channel member. Somewhere during this broadcast, it would be, I would say at this point, it would be advantageous to you because what's getting ready to happen is the work on the emails are almost done. So when we have the emails completed, you will be receiving channel members for $2.99 a month receive emails. They're going to receive emails, but they already receive photos, updates. They get to vote on content, whether or not what they want to see. So most of my content comes from my channel members' votes, as it is only fair. Anon says I would post the URL to the article, but can't in chat. Robert must have caught something. You must have said something, Anon. Good to see you, though, man. I'm glad you joined the chat this morning. Everybody, please remember to hit that thumbs up button. I appreciate it. What's up, Hike? Good to see you, bud. Daddy Bob says, "Hi, Jeremy. Your beard looks good, mate." Thanks, man. I actually need to trim it really bad, to be honest with you. Yeah, can't say LD, that's for sure. So, after giving people a few minutes to roll in here, we'll get started. There is no rush on this live stream. Take your time. If it goes 2, 3, 4 hours, I don't care. Just take your time, whatever you need. Mitchell says hello from Phoenix. 104 degrees here today. Wow, that's hot, man. That's hot. I know how you feel though. I live in Thailand. It's pretty rough. Kiwi in the house. Ike says, yeah, I work with some people from New Zealand. They're all really nice. So I can say it's pretty good. Gregory, what he says, what's up, pimp? Brooklyn, thank you for doing your thing. As always, you are more than welcome, Gregory. If you want to get the inside scoop, you should become a channel member by clicking the join button below, and it'll tell you what all the perks are. Plus, you're going to get your own DoMoreLife email address very soon. Yeah, you can't post URLs on here, and sorry, bud. Hike says, is Brooklyn in the house? Brooklyn is in the house, that's for sure. With absolute certainty. Guys, hit that thumbs up button for me, and we will get started. So we're going to be talking about overall, and I'm going to be looking at my phone because a lot of the news sources is where I'm getting my information from. As always, I want to be sure I'm presenting you with accurate, up-to-date information. So Thailand begins to reopen slowly. That's true. They are beginning to reopen. Gregory says doing that as we speak. That's awesome, man. You'll enjoy the members area, I promise. Thailand begins to reopen slowly, plus they're easing restrictions or ease restrictions, but there are still no international flights with one exception. And that is if you have a work permit or if you have authorization from a government agency in Thailand that tells you that you're going to be, or that tells immigration that you're going to be working in Thailand. And Gregory has signed up to be a channel member. Awesome. Thank you so much. Glad to have you aboard, bud. Very glad to have you. Cheryl E. Taylor. Hey, Jeremy, how soon do you think Americans can travel back to Thailand? I taught there last summer and want to return if possible and live there. Um, Cheryl, that's kind of what I'm going to talk about. The international flights. There's a lot of rumors going around about international flights. So let me just read you what I know for sure on the international flight deal, because I think that is probably very, very pertinent to what we are doing. Hang on, that's the wrong post. Let me find, I think it's this one. Here it is. This is from the Bangkok Post. Hey, Brett Fort. Good to see you, bud. It says this was a notification from the Bangkok Post, but the guy was saying in the past several hours, attempts have been made to post announcements that Thailand will open its doors to international flights July 1st. Nothing has been announced by that. So if you hear that, it's just a rumor. There's no proof of that, no, as of the time of making this video. So just remember that, guys. The Bangkok Post says, and furthermore, it says Thailand remains closed to foreigners by land, sea, and air. This is what the Bangkok Post said. Okay. I'm quoting directly. It says, after heated debate, the committee decided that venues and businesses that are in the high risk category will remain closed and reopen in the final stage of LD easing, which will be phase 4, I would assume. Quoting again, they include boxing stadiums, pubs, water parks, and amusement parks. The ban on entry into the country via all channels will remain in effect. That is quoting from the Bangkok Post. So don't get too caught up in all the hype that you hear. I also wanted to show you one more post or wanted to read you one more post as well, which I think will be very good. We got a conversation going on over here. Cheryl, I hope that kind of helps answer your question a little bit. I know I can't give you a direct answer, but I apologize for that. There's not really a whole lot I can do about that one. And I can't remember where the other notification was that I saw. Oh, yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. So here's some interesting opening up news for you as far as temples, if you are in Thailand and that kind of thing. You go more hike and Daddy Bob are having a good time over in the chat there. We're so glad Gregory became a channel member. I love that. I really love that. Bangkok's Grand Palace and Temple of the Emerald Buddha to reopen June 4th. So if you're in Thailand and you're looking to go to the Grand Palace, June 4th has been the TAT, which is the Tourism Authority of Thailand. That was their announcement as of yesterday. Okay, if you're also in Thailand, the government reassures public yet again that the Thai, I call it Shana, it's spelled CHANA. It's a tracing platform, does not violate individual privacy. You know, I don't know how it could not violate individual privacy, but the Thailand police say that it doesn't, then I'm going to go with them. So basically, it's a QR code you have to scan when you go into a mall, a 7-Eleven, just about anywhere. And it puts the tracer on you so it can keep up with you for contact tracing. I don't know what it's like in America right now, but I do know that. Here's good news, very good news. 65 provinces in Thailand have had no cases of it in over a month. So that's really good news. And the cases that we've been getting have been imported, people from overseas coming back, and those are where the major case, like we had 11 the other day, but they were all imported cases. Pattaya City Mayor says Kularn likely set to open in June. So that's good for people that are here that want to travel. There's been a lot of disturbances down in Pattaya due to this problem. And here again, Thailand announces 11 new confirmed cases. All are imported cases from overseas, so there were overseas foreign workers that came back. Pattaya has to be a really bad town right now because the latest news is over 2,000 people lined up for food charity in the city during curfew hours. So, I mean, that's a lot of people that really need some help that are there just to get food. There has been no decision that I'm aware of that is really, really good for travelers or really, really bad for travelers. I haven't seen that. Cheryl says in California, we're in stage 3. Stores are starting to reopen. Still wearing masks, social distancing, and stay at home. Yeah, we try not to use the R word in here either, but that's okay. I think it'll be all right this time. Thanks for answering. I love your channel. Okay, Cheryl. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Gilmore Heights says, what's the word on being put in a 14-day stay when you show up on an airplane? Right now, you can't even be put in that unless you're Cheryl, thank you for the super chat. Much, much appreciated. Much, much appreciated. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. We have by the way, moderators, when you're putting up my PayPal link on the channel here so that people can contribute, it's the correct link. You just can't copy the whole thing. So you can do two things. You can either type the rest of it out after you paste it in the link section, or you can click on the link. It'll go to my PayPal account, and you can copy the whole link there. That's a way to get the PayPal link up and running and get it started. It's just because YouTube cuts it off after, like, I don't know, 2 letters short of my last name plus the 1980. So that's a way to do it. But thank you, Cheryl. I appreciate the super chat very much. Gregory says, but I get it. It's to track a potential, spot to warn those individuals or to track that person. Gregory, I love you, man. I really do. And I know you just signed up, but that is just way too many keywords for YouTube to hone in on. I agree with you, your statement, but I am going to remove your content or remove that statement. That's way too many keywords in there for YouTube. Daddy Bob says, oh, he's talking to Gilmore Height. Yep, that is still the requirements up till now. Very interesting. So anyway, those are some of the major updates I have for you guys. I think that getting into Thailand is going to be a lengthy process. As far as teaching goes, I can tell you, and Cheryl, if you're still listening, I can tell you that if you can find a school that will issue you if you can get a non-B visa in your home country, then you should be able to hang on, I'm sorry. You should be able to get a non-B visa outside your country if you can find a school that will hire you. And let me tell you, they're all hiring for July the 1st because all the schools are going to open back up July the 1st, 100%. Everybody, Thailand has made no bones about that. There's not going to be any real breaks during the school year. It's just going to be go, go, go as fast as you can. Hike says, how's teaching been going this week? Pretty good, pretty good. We're learning a new system and learning a new way to do things. It's been good. I've really had no problems. The people I work with are great. I work for a great company. And due to all that, just so you guys know, a little personal update. I did buy my insurance yesterday. And so all that's paid for. The only thing I need to do now is finish my taxes. And I'm waiting on my tax lady to call me to do that. So, and I'm going to have plenty of money left over to do that, which means we are likely to see a camera in the very near future. Sherry says, sorry, didn't know about the hot button words. Yeah, it's YouTube. It's not me, it's YouTube. I personally don't care what you say. If we're having a conversation offline, you can say whatever you want to. No problem though. No need to apologize. Just tired of US nonsense. Really enjoyed my time abroad. Yes, I had 9B last year. Will speak to my last agency to get a 90-day before returning. That's how you do it. That's how you do it, Cheryl. And get them to place you in a job. Oh, there was one more thing I wanted you guys to almost forgot about this. This is very, 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 very important. Let's see here. Okay. So if you want, this was actually posted and reposted in Teaching Jobs in Thailand, and Richard Barrow actually posted this. So I'm just going to read it off Facebook. And Jason says some useful information if you have a work permit and are waiting to come back into Thailand. And that is very, very true. So Richard says, important, Ministry of Foreign Affairs has just sent out this letter to all foreign chambers of commerce in Thailand. It details the procedure for non-Thai nationals to re-enter the country, but they must have a valid work permit or have permission by a government agency to work. So he listed four things that he understood from this letter. One, this procedure is not for other visa holders, only for people who legally work in Thailand. Two, if you don't have a work permit yet, but your new employer can get a permission to work document from the Ministry of Labor, then you can also apply. I've had one of those letters, and that is the correct way of saying it. Three, the health insurance seems to be just for your travel to Thailand normally Social Security covers everything while inside Thailand. Four, the Fit to Fly certificate is not for it and should be easily available. So the letter, you can find it under the Thailand Ministry of Foreign Affairs. So if you're looking for it, you can definitely find it there, 100%. So I'm good to go for another year of insurance here. I signed up with AIA again, got the same policy I had last year. And as you guys know, it was awesome. Let's see here. Daddy Bob says it's Shirley, same here in New Zealand. Ooh. Ike says, and Bob, we welcome Kiwi here in USA. Also, how did you type those little letters, Ike? How did you do that? Because I want to start doing that in some of my titles. I want to know how that's done. Very important. Ike says, yeah, they said something about that on the Tiger this morning too. Yeah, I usually get the Tiger's video updates. I watch them. and I usually get pretty accurate information from them. They're very good, very very good. So if you hadn't hit the thumbs up button already, please do so. Also, what are some of your questions? Robert, thank you for throwing up the PayPal link. I appreciate that. What are some of your questions about traveling back into Thailand that I can answer? Or what is relevant to as Thailand begins to reopen? Bangkok's going to be a big hub for that because that's where most people are going to fly into. And Pattaya will be, it'll probably take back off. When I mean take back off, I mean it's coming. So, Roger says Thailand, here I come, first week of July. I don't know that you'll be able to do that, but I just don't know. I don't think the prime minister is going to allow that to happen, but it could. Gilmore Heights says, did it show as letters or emoticons? I use the flag emoticon. It shows up as letters. Mad Game Room is in the house. He says, is the insurance going to be a requirement to enter back in the country if you have a marriage visa? If you have a marriage visa, I think you have to have insurance anyway. But I do know that there are minimum requirements that's a retirement visa. So I do know that there are minimum requirements on the retirement visa, but it was looking as though if you were coming into Thailand, I read an article the other day stating if you are coming into Thailand, you need a minimum of $100,000 US dollars worth of insurance coverage. There were some other requisites there too, but I can't remember exactly what they were. Let's see. Hike says if you don't see the flags, it must be a display error conversion when you watch it on a computer. Ah, I see. You see flags, Robert? I don't see flags. I see USNZNZ. That's what that's what it shows up as, is little bitty letters. But that's cool. I'd be very interested to know how to type. You know how some people type in their titles, they type those small letters? I'd be very interested to see how that happens. I'm going to be learning a lot more about YouTube over the next few weeks because I am definitely getting ready to get this camera. I'm waiting on just a few more. I don't want to give you guys a number, but I'm waiting on just a little bit more contributions to come in, and whether that comes via channel members or actual contributions, I'm waiting on just a few more of those to come in, and then we'll be all set because I don't want to put myself in a crazy situation. Hike says, I think it's because I'm using an iPad. Oh, that could be it. Definitely could be it. So, who's got questions on coming into Thailand, and who's got questions on the reopening and that kind of thing? It was noted, by the way, this is a fun fact. It was noted earlier this week in an article. The fitness trainers in Thailand are now going online and doing their routine online for people. So I just want to let you guys know that. Gomorrah says, speaking of cameras, I must be getting the Fuji X-T4. I still haven't looked at that. I might be getting Fuji X-T4. I still haven't seen that one. I'm not sure. But I heard it's a good camera. 720p Goat Soup says, hey, Jeremy, my question, are there language classes other than Thai and English in Bangkok? And is it mainly expats who take them? Okay, so you're talking about like coming on an education visa and going to learn Thai? Because that would be what you would do as an education, if you came on an education visa and wanted to learn Thai. Now, if you're talking about teaching English, And that says language classes other than English in Bangkok, and is it mainly expats who take them? I teach young to mid young. I think I teach students from age 6 to about maybe 12 or 11, something like that. And I teach them all English. Roger says, didn't all the newspapers say Thailand opening July 1? Yep. But that you got to remember. This is Thailand. this is Thailand. There, as indicated before earlier in this live stream, I showed that there, was no that they had not made a determination on July the 1st opening anything as far as international flights. I don't think they will. That's just my opinion. I foresee it closer to an August or September opening, unfortunately. Gilmore Heights says, fitness trainers, I'm needing a good workout. Me too. Absolutely. I definitely could go for a workout. Oh, massage parlors and professional massage parlors. Massage parlors and beauty spas and that kind of thing are all opening this Sunday, according to everything that is in all of the local papers. Brent Edward, good morning, man. Just got off Geo's live stream. Oh, I didn't know Geo was having a live stream, but I'll probably go back and watch most of it at some point. I didn't know he was live streaming. But thanks for coming over, Brent. I really appreciate it. Gilmore High says, do you cover phonics in teaching? Not where I teach now. Have you got hooked on phonics? No, I'm not hooked on phonics. Steve Bird says, think he means, can he learn or teach a different language, like German or French? Yeah, that's what I thought that he meant, but I've never heard of like German or French being offered. Well, I take that back. You can, in a high school, if you're a Thai student, you can go in and learn like they've offered the government school I taught in offered the students Japanese, French, and Chinese. So yeah, you can learn different languages, but that's going to be for like high school students. I don't know of any language centers that teach that. However, you could probably find corporate gigs, like corporate entities that have the budget to hire a foreign speaker, with a native tongue or French, Japanese, whatever the case may be. And you could probably find a language center definitely in Bangkok somewhere, if they exist, because that was in high school in Rayong, and if it exists in Rayong, it surely exists around Bangkok. But thanks, Steve, because I did need to come back to that question. So very good. Cheryl says, I'm a certified personal trainer. Let's connect when I return. LOL. All right. Sounds good. We only got 9 thumbs up. You guys don't love me. You don't love me. 9 thumbs up. Scott B, what's up, Scott B? Hey, Jeremy, good to see you. Just watching while driving to Tennessee. I hear you, bro. Well, at least they don't have you locked down by state lines in America. That's a good thing. I heard a lot of stuff going on over there, and we're not going to talk about it here, but wow, getting a little crazy. Tennessee in the house, says Gilmore Height. Yes, Tennessee is most definitely in the house, and I'm glad that we have people from all over the place coming in the house here. Basically, what we're looking at is easing of restrictions in Thailand. For those of you just joining us, We're talking about how the Thai government plans to ease the restrictions, how the Thai government pretends to, or not pretends to, how the Thai government plans to implement phase four and getting everything back open. That's going to be there. I have a. This is just my opinion. Okay, I'm not. This is not a fact. I'm not saying this for sure. So this is just my opinion. I believe, based on what I've seen and the time I've lived in Thailand, what what is most likely to happen is they will reopen the interior of the country completely. And then they will give it time to see what happens. And if everything looks good, then they will start moving toward the international flight restriction. So that's my personal opinion. And I really believe that that's going to be something very close to what's going to happen. Prince, what's up, buddy? Prince says, I'm a personal trainer too. I need to get to Bangkok soon to take an exam. I bet you do. Roger says, thumbs up, numb nuts. I love when he says that. He's calling for thumbs up everywhere. It's great. Scott says, no, I'm essential delivering face masks to. Oh, okay. I got you. So you are an essential service. Awesome, dude. Hike says, Prince in the house. Yes, it is. Good to see him. Stuck. What's up, buddy? Good morning, JC. I was listening to Mike and missed the notification. That's okay. No problem, man. No problem. We're talking about the easing of restrictions, and I had a little concrete news that had come from a few various sources, and I wanted to share that with you guys. As you commented in the member section, you know that was something that you were very interested in. So I went, did kind of the deepest dive I could do right now. I did that deep dive into the updates, time frames, datelines. Well, yeah, the datelines. And you know, kind of what's going on. I'm getting ready to talk about what I'm seeing on the ground. But yeah, I'm going to go back and listen to Mike's live stream at some point myself, because I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think today is a very special day for him, as it was for me in May, or the 13th of this month. So I got to check that out. Anyway, Cody, what's up, man? Where you been, bro? Usually you're like one of the first people in the chat. It's good to see you, brother. Very good to see you. Thank you for dropping in. Oh, you were driving. Gotcha. Yeah, definitely not a good thing to drive and try to chat at the same time, for sure. If you just joined the chat, please remember to hit the thumbs up button. I greatly appreciate it. Hike says, are any restaurants open for dine-in eating? Yes, they are. But due to social, they are like, they're staggered. So you would sit here and your guest would sit over here. And in some restaurants, there's a plexiglass wall between you. It's really weird. But they have opened up the restaurants. Restaurants can serve about 50% capacity. Alcohol ban, as far as I know, is still or the alcohol ban, excuse me, as far as I know, is still in place, and it's likely to remain in place for a while, based on what I read yesterday. Cody had a busy week. I did too, bro. Stuck in Florida says, I watched the beginning later, and yes, it's a special day for Mike. Awesome. Cool. Prince says, did you get that bad thunderstorm early this morning? I did not, Prince, but what was it, last night or the night before last? We had a tremendous thunderstorm come through here, man. I mean, it was like it was lightning so much, there was static electricity on the curtains. When I touched it, I got a little pop. So it is what it is. But the thunderstorms are going to start rolling in. I looked at the weather; they're mostly predicted for the afternoon, so we'll see what happens. Cody says, "My kid works at Subway. They took out every other booth." Yeah, exactly. It's going to get a little weird, probably. Ike says, "No, I sure didn't." Robert says, "Stuck in Florida. Hello, toast. You get a haircut, mate." Yes, I did get a haircut finally. Stuck says, "Same here. They have 50% of the tables blocked off," and that's not going to be sustainable for businesses. It's just not. It's not going to be sustainable for businesses because they can't run at 50% capacity and survive. I'm talking about restaurants. That it's not going to happen. Cody says, "I just saw an article that said Pattaya completely opening back up July 1. Don't believe it. Don't believe it. I read an article at the beginning of this live stream that you can go back and read. Here's the thing. Pattaya may reopen completely on July the 1st. It may happen, okay? But if it happens, it's going to open back up to the people that are in Thailand. I don't foresee the international flights coming in anytime soon. As I read earlier from the Bangkok Post, you can go back and look at that. I just don't see the international flights being let out. And I'll say it again. In my humble opinion, this is just my opinion, okay? I believe that Thailand will reopen in Thailand, and they will see how that goes as far as it, and see what kind of numbers they have, and then they will open to certain countries here and there, and eventually the rest of the world. That's my opinion. Let's see. Mad Max says, "Hello, mate." Hey, Max, good to see you, bud. He says, "Hello, mate, and all my American friends. Hope America gets better there." Yep, so do I. Skeletor. Cody in Texas says, "I'll share that article to Facebook after this." Yeah, do it. Please do it. I want to see if it's credible or not. That'd be nice. Roger says, "I read the same article in 5 different Thai papers today, Cody." See, I didn't. The Thailand, what I read today from Thailand or from Pattaya was a little bit different. So, you know. Cody says, "I'm sure you're more privy to the trusted sources." I only go to the trusted sources. I don't go to, just hearsay and that kind of thing. But I still could be wrong. I'm not saying I'm right, guys. Mad Max says September international flights. That seems more likely to me. That seems much more likely, but that's not written in stone either. Brent says may open on July 1, but there won't be any tourists. Exactly. My landlady said everyone on a tourist visa will have 7 days to leave at the end of July. So that's going to be, think about what that's going to do, Prince. That's going to take all the tourists that are on visa amnesty until July the 1st and get them out of the country. They're not going to be able to come back in because of the what I went over in the beginning of the video, unless Thailand decides to reopen the borders. As of right now, they're locked, land, sea, and air. All the borders are locked. So there'll be there will be all these people or all the workers and businesses in Thailand with no tourists. That will be wow. That would be weird. But I'm glad you said that, Prince. That gives me something else to think about. Cody says, "Would you say Bangkok Post is the best source there?" Bangkok Post is good. The Tiger is good. And it's spelled Thai, like Thailand, tiger. Also, the Pattaya News Daily, or Pattaya News Daily, I should say. They also have very good information as well. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. if you get something by some of these groups, these Facebook groups have people in them that really, really know what they're talking about. And they're up on top of everything. Some of them have lived here 20 plus years and they understand how the government works, the whole 9 yards. So I would encourage you to do two things. First, hit the like button if you hadn't hit the like button. Second, I would encourage you to find out who those people are and take their word for it, not mine. JT says a little off topic, but what's the best cell phone for doing blogs with, in your opinion? The best cell phone? Anything relatively new is going to be fine for doing a blog. I've vlogged before with a iPhone 7 Plus. I still have, so you really don't have to worry about. Pretty much any cell phone that gives you a decent image would do that. Print says, sorry, the people stuck here on a 30-day stamp. Now I'm a little confused. JT says, a little off topic, but what's the... Oh, I just read that. Sorry. Hike said, great question. If you mean the cell phone carrier, JT, if that's what you're talking about, then you would probably be looking at either AIS or True. One of those two. DTAC may work too in some places. It just depends on where you are. Steve McCroy says tourist area businesses are going to be hit hard. All right, a lot of businesses going up for sale. Yeah, a lot of them are, especially in Pattaya. I saw a lot of bars right before this started. I saw a lot of bars up for sale. I did a video on it. Everybody laughed at me. Oh, you're doing a video in the middle of the day. There ain't nobody out there, blah, 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 blah. Those bars were for sale. They weren't for sale just during the day. They were for sale the entire time. Cody says, if you search best phone plans, Globe always pops up first. That's in the Philippines, Cody. But you said recently it wasn't a very good service. Globe is in the Philippines, not in Thailand. Brent says, if it was only for vlogging, I would get a Huawei. And yeah, you could. You could get a Huawei. Huawei makes a good phone, and many of their products have Leica lenses and camera systems in them. So, as we all know, Leica is a big deal. They make great image quality lenses. JT says, I meant blog. Sorry, guys. Thanks for the answers. You're very welcome. I hope they help. Cody says, looks like about $30 a month will get you an unlimited plan that slows down after about 50 gigabytes. Yeah, that sounds about right. Prince says, lots of bars for sale, for rent everywhere. I'm sure. I haven't been to Pattaya in at least 2 months. So I can only imagine what the real, what it really looks like down there. And one second, guys, this is a super important message right here. Let me see how do I get out of here. Go back to there. No, just go here. Just go here. And confirmation. Okay, good. Sorry, that was my AIA insurance confirmation that I needed to make sure that I got. That was great. Yeah, Prince, you're right. There's a lot of stuff there that's for sale and rent. Montelli, what's up, bro? Good to see you in here, man. Hadn't seen you in a long time, and I wanted to watch your live stream the other day, but I had a class. He says, hey, Jeremy, hoping things are good with you. They definitely are. I agree with your statement about America, and I also, yeah, I agree with both those sentences. You know, I'm glad. You know, with it being in America, and then they had the blatant, you know, thing happen in Minnesota. Just unbelievable. I don't see how people can do that to other people, but with that happening, and then everything that happened in lieu of that, in terms of protest and that kind of thing, I just don't. I have no desire to return to America anytime soon. That's for sure. Gregory says that's why you should get subscribers, investors, and snatch yourself up a place while the getting is good. I would love to, man. I would love to. But you know, I don't know. Steve says made a donation at PayPal. We call them contributions around here. That's okay, Steve. Made a contribution at the PayPal link. Thanks for the info the other day. Well, you're very welcome, Steve. I haven't received anything about. Let me go to PayPal and see if somebody's got this thing rolling already. We used to have Jim in here, and he would create PayPal challenges, and we would make some decent money. Yeah, thank you, Steve. Looks like he sent $5. I appreciate that very much, sir. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And that was today. I don't think we have. If anybody else has sent something today, let me know, because I don't think we've had anything else sent today. When was this sent? This was 24. No, okay. All right, good. I just want to make sure I didn't miss anybody, guys. That's all. Thank you very much, Steve, for the PayPal. Much appreciated. Very much appreciated. Cody says, I bet many bar owners skipped out on leases. I'm sure they did, and I'm sure there'll be a lot of bars, restaurants, places like that will be open for business and be looking for either buyers or they'll just sell the business outright, probably for a very low price. So this is one of those times when I wish I had about 30,000 US dollars in the bank. I would go to another city and buy a few clubs or bars, I should say, because it's a really good time to do it. Let's see. Stuck says JT spell check hates the word vlog, doesn't it? Yeah, it does. It really does. Cody in Texas says, Steve, that happens every 3 months here. Then everyone forgets about it and goes into the next thing to cry about. Many people are just spoiled rotten and need a dose of reality. I agree with that, Cody. I agree with that. And in America, it's got to be a little bit different because you got all the pent up tension from being at home for so long, and then the incident that happened, you know, and which was tragic, and you know, then people all that tension from being forced to stay at home, and the anger that comes from something like that happening got built up, I'm sure, and released itself yesterday. Cody says, I don't think a bar would be profitable there for another 2 to 3 years. Oh, Cody, but it could, but it so could. So good. GoMoreLife says, JT, keep a mind on stabilize. I don't like shaky cam. If you walk with a phone, it'll be way too shaky. I don't like that stuff. That's a good trip. Oh, he said, planning my first trip to Pattaya since 2013 and wanted to try my hand at some vlogging. Yeah, you can actually buy cell phones today. Like Ross has got a cell phone that he vlogs on all the time. He handholds it. He just turns on the stabilization in the phone, and it's not shaky at all. So it depends on the phone itself. It also depends on the camera. Shaky footage usually doesn't sell that well, and neither do videos that don't have thumbs up, hit like buttons on them. So if you hadn't hit the like button, hit the like button. James, what's up, James? Good to see you, man. He says, Jeremy, do you think international flights will actually start July 1st? No, sir. We covered that earlier in the live stream. You are more than welcome to go back and read that at the beginning. But as of right now, land, sea, and air borders are closed, and there has been no announcement that July the 1st they will be opening. It's possible, theoretically, but I personally don't see it happening. That's just my opinion. I don't know how you feel about it, but that's just my opinion. Let's see. Cody says, JT, yeah, vids are bouncing up and down. It's difficult for me to watch. Yeah, it is. It's always difficult if you don't have anything stabilized, which is why I'm so excited about being able to get this camera very soon. Gilmore Heights says, JT, you can get a cheap tripod and a phone clamp, then stand in front and talk, or a gimbal, but that'll cost a bit and can get heavy. If you want to get a gimbal for your cell phone so you don't even have to worry about it, get the Osmo 3. It's cheap, especially for what it does. And it's got like 15 hours of battery life. I don't know. Mine's laying around here somewhere. I just can't remember where I put it right now. Or I would show it to you. Max says, I think after this thing is over, it's going to bring more cultures together. That's certainly possible. JT says, I agree about the shaky vids. I'm thinking gimbal. Yeah, hang on one second. Let me get a drink and a gimbal, guys, so I can show you what I'm talking about. There's the drink. And here's the gimbal. So you get a little Osmo case like this, and it comes with a recharging cable, which is what's hanging out of it right here. But this is the Osmo 3, and basically you can just put your phone in it right here if you want to, and then clamps right up. Hold it like this, and it will turn you can turn the phone direction, or the gimbal direction, and once you bounce it, it'll hold there, and it will fall down like this, and then you have a gimbal. And because it falls down like this, something very cool about the Osmo 3 that I've not seen in any other gimbal, you can run a charging cord into your phone because this is lower than the actual part that you put the gimbal in. And if you don't have a battery pack, this thing has a USB port on the side. You can charge it from here, and it'll use the onboard battery to keep your phone charged, which is pretty cool. And it's very easy to use. It's simple. It's compact. There's not a lot of moving parts to it. And once it locks, and very, very small. Take around with you. And it's very cheap too. I think it's less than, how much was it? Way less than the second version of this. I can't remember exactly how much it was, but you can look it up online. The DJI Osmo 3. Yeah. Look that up online. That'll help you. Ike says, I use the DJI Osmo Pocket, but I kind of wish I got a GoPro. I can see that, sort of, sometimes. Cody says, Jay, yours does a little bit, but usually only when you are on the beach. But almost all do on unstable ground. Yeah. Some of the stuff's going to move. The images are going to move regardless. I just want to keep the shakiness to a minimum. Montella says the gimbals with the phone attached get heavy pretty quick when you're pointing at yourself. Yeah, but I mean that's more of a old person problem, Montelli. Come on, man. I've seen some use a contraption that wraps around their stomach like a fanny pack. Does your waist? That's probably for like GoPros or GoPro. Sorry, Montelli says, but they all say I'm old. I hear you, bud. I'm just giving you a hard time, man. Time for my daily Coca-Cola. If this live stream goes long enough, I'll probably have to eat on here. Yeah. Hashtag old person probs. That's for Montelli. So, still looking for the question. Is there anybody that has any opinion or question on whether or not where Thailand stands as far as, even if I've already gone over it in the live stream, I'm happy to go over it again. DoMoreLife food review. That is something that I will definitely be doing coming up here. Now, what you guys keep in mind, through the month of July, I'm going to have a little bit of extra free time, which is why I'm going to try to purchase this camera before the end of the month because it's on sale right now. And throughout July, I'll be making content. Throughout June, I'll be making content. When July gets here, I'm going to be one extraordinarily busy person with work. So I will do my best to keep as much content coming as possible. If you want to make sure that you get content, you need to become a channel member because I'm going to do some member-only videos over there. You'll get an email address, you'll get the updates, you'll get the photos, you'll get to vote on the content, you get all that stuff. I don't know of another YouTuber that's thrown in the amount of or the number of perks that I have for $2.99 a month. I don't know of anybody that did that. So if you want to stay informed, for sure, become a channel member. It's the best thing I can tell you. And you can do that by clicking the join button below. I would love, Robert, you got a good point. I haven't done a food review in a long time, and I'm definitely going to. Hike says, what camera would you get if your budget was bumped up? Like if you had $3,000? It depends on Earl. Hey, Earl, good to see you, bud. Earl has hit it with a $10 super chat. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that very, very much. And all my channel members appreciate, or all my DoMoreLife family appreciates it too, including you, because they always help very much. What's up? Are you experienced? Good to see you, bro. Okay, so if I had $3,000, that's an in-between zone. That's not enough for me to make a bigger difference. I would still get the same camera. I would just buy a couple lenses for it. If I had $5,000, then I would wait on the Canon R5 to come out, which is coming out soon, and I would buy the 15 to 35 RF lens from Canon, and that would be about $5,000, maybe $5,500. Montella says, what's your thoughts on the Osmo Pocket? I used it to record basically a lot of the last videos that have been recorded on this channel. So it's good. If you want to buy accessories to go with it, like if you want to get the plug-in jack and you want to get the mic for it, then audio is really its only problem. It's already nothing but a 3-axis gimbal. So you don't really have to worry about shaky and that kind of stuff. I like it. It's not quite what I'm looking for. But a friend of mine has let me borrow his to make videos, so I'm very grateful that I had it in the meantime. Cody says, I think it was Roger commented today that flight prices have skyrocketed recently. I haven't heard about that, so you guys are more than welcome to fill me in on that. Stuck says, with Thailand and the Philippines, I believe stuff when it happens. Sort of, yeah, I agree. And after that comes Earl Super Chat again. Thank you very much, man. I appreciate it. I really, really do. Roger says, not me. There's my man. Are you experienced? Good to see him in the house. As I was explaining about the PayPal link earlier, are you experienced? If you don't have the whole PayPal link in there, then click on the PayPal link under the description and go to the my PayPal page where the whole link is and copy it, because it looks like it cuts off at the E. So there needs to be an R1980 at the end of that PayPal link. Just saying, if anybody wants to contribute. But it's all good. Cody says, maybe someone else, Roger. Mad Max says, Asian Pacific Islands and New Zealand open international flights and don't have to do the 14-day isolation. Australian news just in. That's cool, man. That's cool. That is not the case here in Thailand. As we were talking about earlier, all land, sea, and air are closed, and there has been rumors of an announcement for you guys just joining, like Earl, that if you want to come into a place like Thailand, or if you want to come into Thailand, the international flight, there's been no announcement made, even though there's a bunch of rumors. There's been no announcements made about Thailand opening itself to international flights on July the 1st. There's no official word on that. Personally, myself, I see in August or September opening on all of that stuff, because Thailand will probably do everything internally first, and then they will come back. We have a new channel member. Who do we have? Earl. Earl, welcome, man. Thank you so much for becoming the channel member, and you will not be disappointed, I assure you. That's awesome, dude. Thank you so much. I really genuinely appreciate that. Yeah, you won't be sorry, because we have several perks available now, and we will have more perks available very shortly. And for a $2.99 member, that's quite a few perks. And if you hadn't hit the thumbs up button, guys, everybody, if you hadn't hit the thumbs up button, please hit the thumbs up button. Thank you, Earl, for becoming a member. I really appreciate that, man. That's awesome. Yes, we're saying hello to Are You Experienced? Always glad to have him in here. And we're going back down. I'm a little behind in the comments here, guys. Cheryl says, got to run Jeremy one last question. If not teaching initially, how would border runs work with, can't say that word. Can't say the C word. Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, as with other countries, may not allow entry. What do you think? That's true, but that's why you come over here on the 90-day non-B, because you can do you do the conversion to the 1 year. If you're teaching in Bangkok, you can do the conversion here in Bangkok or in Thailand. You don't have to go out, so you should be okay. Coach says, I'll Google a quick flight. Hold on. Our experience says that's what I'll do is go to the PP page. Okay, cool, man. Stuck in Florida says that link works. Awesome. Good. So far, we've had Steve contribute today, and I appreciate that very much on PayPal. Let's see. JT says street food reviews would be great. Another video where you give advice on the must-haves for staying healthy while there. I can definitely do that. I have found out some more good information on staying healthy while being here. And I can definitely do that. I can also do street reviews or street food reviews. And Hang on one second. Okay, let's see here. So, I will send a link, and this is from the Tiger, published 16 hours ago. It says the Thai government says it will lift all remaining business and activity like LDs on July 1st, according to the National Security Council chief. This includes interprovincial and international travel, as well as the end of the emergency decree and curfew. The lift of all restrictions imposed under the country's emergency decree would be a complete reopening of the country. Officials and the CCSA will spend June getting ready for this milestone and the country's relatively successful strategy against it. But the end to all restrictions will still mean some measures will remain in place as part of the new normal for social behaviors. This may be enacted under existing laws and could include a continuation of wearing masks, for example, but none of this has been decided at this stage. Authorities will have serious discussions because after the emergency decree ends, other laws will be used instead. Trying to see anything else about flights. The general said that the emergency decree will remain until the end of June and the ban on international travel will continue until then. A third phase of reopenings is scheduled to be put in place for June 1. An announcement on the lifting of phase 3 restrictions is expected tomorrow. It is also expected that curfew hours will also be shortened for June. And okay, so that's a legitimate source, Roger. I stand corrected. Maybe if they hold it together, then they very well may keep those restrictions in place. So thank you for sending the link. I appreciate that very much. That's that goes against everything I said in the video, but it goes very. I mean, that's from the Tiger, so there you go. Our experience says, or Gregory says, Cody in Texas, yes, please, curious here. Yeah, I like shooting street food reviews because street food is very, very, very good in Thailand. Gregory says, oh, I just read that. Sorry. Our experience says $100,000 USD health coverage. Yep. Have you seen the new rules they introduced? I did. I talked about that earlier, our experience, and that is true. That is verified true. Earl says, you're welcome, Jeremy. Thanks again, Earl. I genuinely appreciate it, man. I really, really do. Our experience says this is one of many. Yes, you're right. There are many, many, many changes that will take place. Cody says a December flight was about $500 to $600 a month ago, now $800 plus, which is still less than usual from Houston at that time. That's good. Normally, a December flight will run you $1,200 ish, he says. Gregory says that's not bad. Cody in Texas, yeah, that's not bad. That's for a round trip. It's not bad. Cheryl says, gotcha. Thanks, Jay Swatty Kyle. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Gilmore Heights says, I'm getting sleepy. Sorry. Cody says, yeah, those are articles I've seen July 1st. Hike, do more coffee. There you go. Tell him, Cody. Drink some coffee, man. Wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up. I'm definitely not going to end this live stream until we have at least 30 likes for sure on the live stream. And I'm not going to end the stream until we have everybody's question answered and I have provided value to all of you. Because if I can't provide value on the live streams, then I'm worthless. And that's why you guys that are channel members, are so important to me. For you, the two new channel members, Earl and Gregory, you guys go in and there's some voting on content. What you do is you go to my homepage, either on your cell phone or on laptop, and go to the homepage of my channel and go up to the top where it says community. Go to the community tab, and you'll be able to see the community posts, including the ones that are members only posts. So you'll be able to see those, and there's some voting on content there that you can vote on. And I will, after this live stream, we got 29 likes now. We need one more. But after this live stream, I'll be putting some things up for members with more polling, and I'm probably going to add a photo or two also. There's 30 likes. We got 30 likes. That's pretty good. That makes me pretty happy. Let's see. Cody says we have one dislike, probably from the Hornet. Yeah. Most of my videos are raking in about 18 or so, 18 to 20 dislikes, and it's not because of the content's being put out. It's just trolls. And that's okay. I don't care. The thumbs up is what I like. Now we're at 32, and I appreciate that very, very, very much. I missed JT's comment. Maybe reword it, JT, or tell him what he did wrong, Robert. That would be awesome. Scott B says, can I get a driving job in Thailand? No, you cannot, unfortunately. Cannot get a driving job, whether it be truck, taxi, tuk-tuk, motorbike taxi. You can't do any of those as a foreigner. Very sorry to tell you that. Gregor says, I got you, player. Richard, what's up, Richard? Richard Cyphers from California. Good to see you, bud. Thanks for dropping by, man. Mad Max says, JT, they won't do 14 days. Very interesting. Robert says, JT, yes, I hope they do not require 14 days. Also, stuck in Florida. Oh, the Q word. Yep. Can't use the Q word. Sorry, guys. Got to keep it nice and pretty for YouTube, because YouTube likes it, everything just nice and pretty. And we want to make sure we stay in a category where the channel's profitable and where the channel grows. I would ask that anybody who finds any of the content on this channel valuable, and you know people that could use the content on this channel valuable, pick your favorite DoMoreLife video and share it to your social media. That's really the way that my channel grows. And as we grow, we will get more in tune, I should say, with what we want, which is information. And eventually, hopefully, I have some plans to do like some fundraising for a trip. We'll do like a raffle maybe at some point in time, and somebody wins an airfare or something like that down the road. That'll be around, I don't know, 75,000 subscribers or so. It'll be a while. Cody in Texas says, could I buy 4 cars, then employ Thai drivers? If you ran a business, that's possible, but I don't. You would be ran out of town by other cab companies, Thai cab companies here. I would not advise doing that, but legally you may be able to. Michael Tent on another channel, some guy said, you now need to have a master's degree to teach English in Asian countries. Is that true? No, it is not true. A master's degree will certainly get you a better job, like you'd be able to teach at an international school. It'll get you a job that pays more. Coming with a master's is a great idea if you have a master's degree. But really, if you have a bachelor's degree of any kind and a TEFL or TESOL, you can get a job. If you have a degree in education, then and it's a bachelor's degree, then you're set. Just come on over and do your thing and enjoy life in Thailand, because you'll probably be making some good money. Cody says, yeah, I figured the long shot biz. Yeah, Yeah, that would be what I would call a long shot for sure. Cody says, have Thai schools started back up yet? They will start July the 1st, but we've been doing some prep work at my job. Gregory says, yo, is it possible for members to get a list of the words or sayings that are taboo in here? The New Yorker in me seems to have a loose tongue. It's all good, man, and that is a great idea. I will work on that and get that out to the members for sure. I'll put out a short list, and then if I think of anything else, I'll put out a long list. That's a great idea, Gregory. See, that's why this channel builds itself, is because you guys help me, and I really appreciate that. Sam says, have you been to Taiwan? If so, how is it? I have been there. I was only there. I had a 17 and a half hour layover there. So I was in Taipei. I loved Taiwan. As a matter of fact, maybe I'll post a picture from Taiwan for the channel members after the live stream today. And I had a really, really good experience in Taiwan. I would love to go back. Teaching in Taiwan also pays very well for any of you that are interested in teaching. And the Thai baht and the Taiwanese dollar are pretty much on the same, they're about the same value. Is Taiwan expensive? No, I didn't think it was expensive. And when I was still in Rayong, at the beginning of last year, I had a teacher that came in, and she had been teaching in Taiwan for 5 years, and she loved it, absolutely loved it. Mad Max says, everyone out there be strong. It will be okay. Thanks, Jeremy. Yes, sir. Absolutely. Our experience says, I'm interested in Taiwan. I am too. And I'm interested in going over there and chilling out for, I don't know, maybe a school year. Right now I have a good job. I'm very fortunate to have the job that I have. And I think that I'm going to hang on to it for as long as I can, just simply out of the fact, or as a matter of the fact that, they've done us so well. They've just done so well with us over these trying times, and I have to give them a lot of respect and a lot of courtesy, a lot of respect for the company that I work for, because they've really been nice to the employees, and I'm very appreciative, of that. So, yeah. So Taiwan's definitely a interest of mine, and I would be looking forward to that. Can we get 35 likes? If we get 35 likes, I will go ahead and end the live chat. If we can get 35, we got 32. We need 3 likes, and likes don't cost money, by the way. So if there are enough people in here and we get, there's 33, we can get to 35. I'll wrap it up here, and hopefully this has provided a lot of information for you guys. We had 34 and somebody took it away. There we go. Now we're over at 36. All right, guys. So I'll start winding it down, and I'll just tell you that this video was specifically set to talk about the reopening of Thailand. Montelli's in the super chat, $10. I love you, Montelli. He says, Philu is insane. Swab upon arrival, sent to quarantine. If negative, go. Can we remove his comment without losing the super chat? That would be nice. I'm leaving it up long enough for everybody to read it, Montelli. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it, but I'm gonna try to remove the comment. Okay, somebody remove the comment. Thanks, Robert. But we get the message, Steve. Thank you, brother. I really appreciate that, man. That was crazy. Oh, we're back down to 34 likes. We got to keep going until we get one more. That was the goal. But thanks, Montelli, for the super chat. I appreciate that. And yeah, I understand your frustration on the. I understand your frustration, man, big time. Yeah, Montel says, okay, I understand. Our experience our July 1 is the grand reopening for everything there. Uh, Likes. I should unlike to keep you going. Yeah, don't do that. All right, guys, that's it for today. There's 35. Thank you very much. Just want to say thank you to everyone who contributed. Thank you to everyone who joined the channel. Thank you to everyone who has been in contact with the comments. I appreciate all the comments, all the questions, and everything that you guys did. Welcome Alan Goforth to the channel. He just subscribed. And all you guys are awesome. Thank you to my moderators for being awesome as well. Love you guys, and I will definitely catch you on the next live stream, which will likely be tomorrow. Not likely. Tomorrow is Saturday, so it'll definitely be tomorrow. Thank you for the 5 words. I hear you, man. Everybody take care, and we can do that, Dylan. We can definitely do that if we have the time, for sure. But I'll see you guys. Yeah, only 34 likes up there. Somebody keeps playing with it, but that's okay. No problem. Definitely love you guys, and be sure whatever you do today to do more life. See you guys later.